Dear students, so in this video lecture we will discuss about packing efficiency. Okay, today we will do some quantitative analysis regarding solid state. So in our previous video lectures we have seen that different kind of solid structure or crystal lattice structures are possible. Okay, body centered cubic lattice, face centered cubic lattice, and we have seen in packing that there is a hexagonal closed packing, then cubical closed packing. Okay, so now we will check, since we have different kind of arrangements, so we will see that what kind of arrangement has greater efficiency. Okay, now what do you mean by efficiency actually? Okay, what is efficiency, and then we will see what is packing efficiency. So efficiency, you have heard this word before, or you have used this word before in physics class 11, in thermodynamics when you studied Carnot's engine, okay, or Carnot cycle. Then you have used this word efficiency of a Carnot engine or heat engine. So what was its efficiency? How we calculated the efficiency of a heat engine? So it was something like the heat supplied, okay, the heat supplied to the energy converted to mechanical work, useful mechanical work. That means the energy that we supplied and the energy that we got as output. So it was input by output. So efficient engine means which has a lower input and a greater output. Okay, so it is all about how better anything is. Greater efficiency implies better performance or better ability. Now regarding packing, okay, so packing or solid arrangement, what we were doing, we were placing spherical balls of equal size and shapes. Okay, we were placing them one after another in 1 dimension, then 2 dimension, then in 3 dimension. Okay, so we will see that what is the efficiency of different types of arrangements. Okay, now see how these efficiency will change. Suppose I have a box, okay, I have a carton box, okay, cubical box, and I were to put some tennis ball, say tennis ball in that cartoon. Okay, if I arrange tennis ball in the cartoon, you will see that since the carton is cubical in shape and the balls are spherical, the carton is cubical and balls are spherical. So what will happen? Few gaps will be there. This is a gap, this is a gap, here is some gap. Okay, so there are some leftover gaps, okay, that has not been used. Okay, so that means when we were arranging the balls, we were not able to use the complete volume that we had. Okay, we just used some percentage of the total volume that we had. Okay, and we can have different type of arrangements. Okay, that means suppose in the box, if I put now something as a square, okay, cubical dice type things, then efficiency will be better because there will be less vacant space in the arrangement. Okay, then I can place some bigger balls. So if I place bigger balls, then the bigger balls will create a bigger gap in that arrangement. So we see that if we change the arrangement, of the placing of the balls, then its efficiency will also change. Okay, the gap may increase or may decrease. So depending on that means there will be a part which will be, you know, occupied by the real spheres, real atoms, and rest of the part will remain as void. Okay, so what we will do, we will see that we had face centered cubic lattice, we have body centered cubic lattice, then we have primitive unit cell. So we will see that which one has more efficient packing structure or packing arrangement. Okay, so definitely if we formulate, if we mathematically try to write packing efficiency, I will use PE in short, that means packing efficiency. So if I want to calculate packing efficiency, obviously in thermodynamics what we did, output by input. Okay, that means input was at the denominator and output was at the numerator. And why is that? Because we want to calculate that out of total given thing, how many has been used. Okay, so using the same mathematical method we will calculate packing efficiency. So definitely we have a given volume of the unit cell. Okay, that means the cell that we have, the cubical cell that we have, has a given volume, and we will divide it by volume occupied by atom or molecule. And if we want to find the result in percentage, we will have to apply simply 100, then we will get the result in percentage. Okay, so that means what we are trying to do, we are trying to calculate that out of given volume, how much volume has been occupied by the atoms or molecules. Okay, so in this way we will be able to calculate that how much, in which arrangement we use the space, okay, more efficiently. Okay, so one after another we will see packing efficiency of different kind of arrangement. Please note down this formula. Okay, and as I will derive the different I will derive efficiency for different, you know, crystal arrangements or unit cells, you will see how efficiency changes. Okay, now suppose, now since in the formula of packing efficiency, first we will try for FCC. Okay, that means face centered cubic lattice. So let me quickly remind you that what was face centered cubic lattice. We had atoms or molecules at all the corners, all the 8 corners of the cube, and we had one single atom at all the faces. That means all walls, floor, and you know, ceiling. If you consider room as a cube, then all the walls, floor, and ceiling will have a atom or molecule. Okay, so this is FCC structure, face centered. Now we need two things. The first thing that we need is given volume. What is the given volume of the unit cell? Okay, so let us consider a cubical crystal or unit cell. Suppose this is our unit cell. Okay, and say let the edge length be A. That means this is edge length. So A, and A. So this is a regular cube with all the sides equal. Okay, A length, breadth, height, all of them are A, and it has all the angles are 90 degree. That means simple cube. Okay, now since the edge length is A, what will be the volume of the cube? So simply volume of the cube will be A cube. It's very simple. The volume of cube is a cube, okay, length cubed. So this was easy. Now what we are doing, this cube has some atoms in it, okay. Suppose that molecule or atom, since our molecule or atom is a sphere, okay, it is a sphere, okay, so volume occupied by the molecule or atom will be there. The molecule or atom is a single sphere, okay, so we will have, suppose if the radius is r, okay, then it will be 4 by 3, the volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is volume of a single sphere, mind it, this is volume of a single sphere, that means a single atom or molecule, okay. Now comes the most, not more, but the important part, that we are talking about face centered cubic lattice, okay, face centered cubic lattice. Now in face centered cubic lattice, each unit cell, okay, contains how many atoms? 4 atoms. If you can remember the previous video lectures, you will remember that I did a video lecture where I calculated number of atoms per unit cell, okay, and we saw that there are 8 corners, each corner contains an atom, so we said that for corners it was 8 into 1 by 8, 8 into 1 by 8, that means 1 atom at the corner. And then for faces, we saw that there are 6 faces and each faces has half atom, that means 3 atoms. So in total 4 atoms. That means in a FCC crystal there are total 4 atoms, okay, there are total 4 atoms. Now since we are calculating volume occupied by the molecular atom, so how many atoms or molecules are there? So in each FCC unit cell we have 4 atoms or molecules, 4 atoms or molecules, and each atom or molecule has a volume of 4 by 3 pi r cube, okay. So we have 4 atoms and each atom has a volume 4 by 3 pi r cube, okay. So we got volume occupied, we got given volume, so we got both the things. Now see, if I use the formula that I give you for packing efficiency, it was volume occupied divided by given volume, isn't it? This is the volume occupied and this is given volume. If I use this formula, I won't be able to calculate the packing efficiency actually. I won't be able to get the result. Why? You see that A and R are 2 different variables and no numerical or mathematical value has been given for A and R. So somehow we have, what we have to do, we have to use simple mathematics, okay, and we have to relate them. We have to find a relation between A and R, okay. If somehow, if I can establish a relation between A and R, then what I can do, I can eliminate, I will be able to eliminate them, okay. I'll easily be able to eliminate them from this equation, and once these are eliminated, we will be left with only numbers and then we can calculate. So now after writing down the given volume and volume occupied, in the next step, see, most of the students actually complains that They have to memorize the derivation, but you need not to memorize any derivation. Just keep in mind that what are the steps. Okay, what are the steps that you should follow while deriving anything? So I am deriving packing efficiency. So first of all, I need to know the formula, and step by step keep calculating the things that you require. Okay, in the question. So you require the volume, I calculated the volume. You require volume occupied, so you calculated the volume occupied. Now when you are dividing, you see that R and A don't cancel out, so we have to find a relation. So in the next step, what we will do, we will try to find a relation between R and A. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, let's find a relation between A and R if there is any. Okay, so now we know that all the corners, these are not working. Okay, no problem, I will use black pen only. So all the corners have an atom. There is an atom at the face and there is an atom at the corner again. Okay, it's a face centered cubic lattice. So just imagine this board as a wall. So what happened, there is a atom at the corner, there is a atom at the middle of the wall, and there is a atom at the last corner again. In this corner there is also atom, in this corner there is also atom. I am just taking this. So if I name it, suppose A, B, C, D, if I name this face A, B, C, D, then you see this is R, this is R, this is R, and again till this is R. So its total length is total length of, you know, this diagonal or this, the diagonal of this face ABCD is actually 4R. Okay, R, 2R and R. So total length is 4R. We already know that this edge has a length A, this edge has a length A. Okay. So now from right angled triangle, suppose if I take ADC, we will see that AD square is equal to AC square plus CD square. Okay, this is simple Pythagoras theorem. Okay, hypotenuse square is perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, now AD is 4R, AC is A and CD is also A. So A square, so we get 16R square and we get 2A square. So finally we get A square equal to 8R square. Okay, A square equal to 8R square. So this is the relation between A and R. From here you can calculate A is equal to 2 root 2 R. Okay, so this is our relation between A and R. This is the relation between A and R. Okay, see it carefully. Okay, we have 4R A using the this right angle triangle, we use this right angle triangle, and this right angle, in this right angle triangle hypotenuse square is length is this perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, we use this and we found the relation that was needed to replace A or R, anything. Okay, now just keep this relation in mind and let's come back to our original formula. So what was our formula for packing efficiency? It was volume occupied divided by given volume. So we calculated occupied volume to be 4 into 4 by 3 pi R cube, and we have AQ here. Let's replace A with 2 root 2 R. So we get 2 root 2 cube and r cube. We lose this r, okay, and once we lose this r, now we have from here by 2 root 2 cube. Now if I take the percentage, now if I take this percentage, if you do the simple algebraic calculation, use your calculator or just use simple multiplication and division, you will see the value of pi is 3.14. So just put these values and try to calculate it. What is the value of root 2? Root 2 has a value of 1.41452135. Okay, 1.41452135. Just you can take to 2 decimal places, 1.41. Okay, so use this value of root 2 and pi and just simple algebraic calculation, and what you will get, you will see that it will give you a 74% packing efficiency. Okay, 74% efficiency. So what is the packing efficiency for FCC? It is 74% efficient. Okay, so this is our first derivation for face centered cubic lattice. In our next video, we will try to calculate packing efficiency for body centered cubic cell and primitive unit cells. Okay, thank you.